A pleasant evening here in Kokomo High School. Kokomo, Indiana, little cloud cover, rain possibility. But we have got ourselves a soccer match to take care of. Good afternoon, everybody. Alongside my good friend and broadcast partner, Brant McCoskey, I'm John Natali. We've got the whole ISC Sports Network crew here for what we should see, a very good soccer match. And, Brant, let's just get right to it. Let's get right to the home team, Kokomo Vipers FC. It's been a struggle. We're 0-7. We have 3 games left in the season. But at this point, you, as a former player and as a coach now, the mentality to go out there and win rather than not finish the season not winning a game, there's 2 major differences on this. How do you go about doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, John. John, first of all, great to be here with you tonight, my friend. It's always a pleasure being in the booth with you. If I'm Kokomo Vipers, if I'm the coaching staff, if I'm the whole organization with the Kokomo Vipers FC, I am looking for that first win, but at the same time, I'm setting a foundation, a building block of moving forward into the future. I'm excited about what I see on the field, but it's about building the entire aspect. Yes, you want that win. You want to go out and give it your all. Last time we were here, Adam Cheek told us, he said, hey, we never put our heads down no matter how many goals we get down. That's leadership. That's building a foundation. That's building a great chemistry moving forward. So I'm excited if I'm Kokomo. I'm excited if I'm this Kokomo community about what we have in the Kokomo Vipers.
And a big change for Kokomo Vipers FC on the coaching side is that Alex Ramos, who's kind of been the interim since Greg Olson had left earlier in the season, is that as part owner with Mike Putt, they have agreed to hand the reins over, at least for the interim right now, to Brendan Helton. He's been an assistant with them throughout the season. Great soccer knowledge. We've talked to Brendan quite some time. Has a good focus on the game, has watched these players very up close. How does the team adapt to that with only 3 games to go left in a 10-game season?
Well, absolutely, John. You're absolutely right. Having Brendan on the sideline with Coach Ramos this whole time has been huge. They know Brendan well. They know his tactics on how he goes about each match. So it's going to be interesting to see how they completely adapt on the field. They've gone through some practices together. They've had a couple games, but at the same time, they're still in build mode no matter where they go right now. So having Brendan at the helm is going to be huge moving forward, knowing that they have their guy. He's the one that they're going to build around and move forward.
Going to look at a new formation for Kokomo, 2-3-2-3. The pressure, what we've seen, Brian, up here in the home games that we have, unfortunately, we haven't been on the road with this team, but we see the results. They've been outscored by 22 goals on the road. Here at home is a little different. Only a 5-goal differential. They've put up 8 goals here at Kokomo High School, and a lot of that does have to do with the field conditions. This field is not ideal for this level of soccer. It's good, but it's not what FC Cincinnati's used to playing on premier turf throughout the entire state of Ohio and up in Columbus and around the Cincinnati, Queen City area. But here it's different, and I think Kokomo's starting to adapt to that, maybe using this as a home court. Very much what a Hinkle Fieldhouse is to the Butler Bulldogs is that Kokomo has adapted to this field, and that might give them somewhat of an advantage of a very skilled FC Cincinnati team.
Yeah, and Kokomo will take any advantage that they can get, John. And, you know, how will the field play into the match tonight? This is a thicker grass. It's a longer cut grass as well. You know, the players are going to need to put a little bit more power into the ball. We saw that last match that we were here. You know, a couple times early in the match, they weren't getting enough on it, and they were losing the ball in transition, and Foot Ohio SC was able to go down and score. They really need to make sure that they are, when they are switching fields, getting more power on the ball. A big key tonight for the Vipers is that they cannot allow themselves to get beat over and over again in transition or by the long ball if they're going to be in this match tonight. You never want to lose the ball on your side of the field. If you're going to lose the ball at all, you want to be on the attacking side of the field. But big key for them is really staying disciplined defensively. And what I mean by that is, if a player from defense goes up, who on the defensive side is going to switch into that space? Who's going to fill into that gap? They need to make sure that every attacker on FC Cincinnati Academy is accounted for, and that's been a trouble for them this season, really, is making sure that all the attackers are accounted for.
You can see FC Cincinnati right there in the white kits. It's Owen Parrish, Ilya Turkis, Connor Stout, Brian Vasquez, Joel Inna, Joe DeSalva, Haroon Kanta, Weston Jonke, Trey Hervier, Nick McHenry, and Luke Larimore is going to be in the net for FC Cincinnati. On the Kokomo side, Malik Smith gets to start in goal. Be David Hoshaw, Adam Cheek, Philip George the fourth in the back, and then Aaron Rembert, Julian Valencia in the mid, Zach Sword and R.J. McCummer on the mid. Outside, and it will be Oscar Moncayo, Alfredo Lopez, and Mike Rogers gets a start here for Coach Helton and his Kokomo Vipers FC on what's turned out to be an absolutely beautiful Saturday evening. And we're underway.
Yeah, John, we've talked a lot about Kokomo so far. You know, when it comes to FC Cincinnati Academy, of course, they're the academy team for the MLS side. FC Cincinnati, a very, very top-tier team in the MLS. They're currently sitting in the second spot in the Ohio Conference of the UPSL. They're looking to take over that top spot tonight, and hopefully Kokomo can be a stopper of that, I guess, if you want to call it a spoiler, if you want to call that as well. But they have scored 25 goals in 7 matches and only given up 4. But like we talked about earlier, this is Kokomo's field. This is where Kokomo is comfortable. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited about it.
And they're going to play an outside. A little miscommunication there between Hoshaw and Zach Zorn. Just underway here. And it's going to take a while. And, Brant, you could see it right there. And that's our first indication of where the wind is in this match. And here is Moncayo. Couldn't get there. Good hustle, but just couldn't get to it. Down to the middle. Just above the 18. Here's a shot with the left. That's deflected. Can Zorn get to it? And he cannot. It'll be a goal kick for Cincinnati. Actually, no. They'll call a corner here. So nobody did touch that after the FC Cincinnati deflection. So Julian Valencia will send this in from the left corner. Wind blowing that way, Brandt.
Yeah. This is where Kokomo needs to be huge tonight, is winning these battles in the box, John.
Bends it in. Good ball.
Great ball.
That's going to go to the outside. That's Adam Cheek coming up from the defense.
We're going to talk
with speed.
We're going to
and
talk
that's in the middle, headed out. And we'll be saying Adam Cheek's name a lot, as we did last match. And this is one of the things early that I know Coach Helton did not want to see, is that Adam Cheek has to reserve that energy through 90 minutes of soccer today. He plays a lot up front and in the back, and there are those occasions the back defender's not as strong as Cheek. And here we have 3-on-2.
Great effort.
And good recovery defense from Kokomo.
And they're going to have to do that time and time again tonight because this Cincinnati team loves to attack.
This ball played forward and just over the head of Ilya Turkis.
John, one thing I noticed here on that first clearance by FC Cincinnati Academy was on the defensive side, they had a little trouble getting some power under that clearance. And so they're going to have to adapt to this thicker grass compared to what they're used to playing on. So that's absolutely an advantage for Kokomo.
Talking to Coach Ryan and Coach Kadich of FC Academy, and that's Moncoyo. He'll play it back. Here's Valencia, always an orchestrator in the mid. Shot with the left, that's deflected and cleared out by Cincinnati. Good forward header by Adam Cheek. Sent that about 30 yards right at the feet of McCumber.
This is where Kokomo has to be careful. You do not want to get beaten in transition. Great step.
Trying to stay in front. That's a good ball. Into the 18. Shot on goal. Good deflection. Save, but still not out of trouble. Another shot deflected. Offensive onslaught here from FC Cincinnati.
Great ball.
That's a great one touch and just over the crossbar.
Great ball, great read, excellent run. Unfortunately, just deflected it over the ball. That could have easily been 1-0 Cincinnati. And that's where Kokomo has to be careful. When that ball comes out past the 18, they need to get that line out. They need to push that ball out to get it out of the danger zone.
That's Trey Hervier, number 65 up front. On a great ball from Joel Inna. Brandon, it's just kind of an amazing thing to see from our vantage point that everybody on the left side here and on the right side of the bench, 19 or younger.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of youth.
That's a great through ball. But into the midst of Malik Smith. And he'll clear it out. Just into the 38th minute. Here in Kokomo.
Oh, dear.
That's a bad touch. Hoshaw's got to get there. He does, fortunately.
Bad touch. Ball got caught in the thicker grass. Luckily for Kokomo, they were able to play it out.
Connor Stout. Throw this in. That ball cleared out. And some advantage for Kokomo. That's a good through ball, but nicely met by Harun Kanta. But it'll be a throw-in for Kokomo. Sometimes, Brant, in situations like this, the methodical approach of even if it goes out, you're still going in your advantage.
Absolutely.
So against FC Cincinnati, I'd take advantage of every opportunity, especially like that.
And we know this Vipers team can strike, and they can strike quickly. We saw it last week, or a couple weeks ago, when Kokomo was hosting Foot Ohio SC. They were down 4-0. They came back, made it 4-3 at halftime. They scored 3 goals in 15 minutes. So we know they can score and score quickly. it's keeping that pressure up and maintaining that pressure throughout the entire half, that entire match. So we'll see what Kokomo can do here tonight, but I like what I'm seeing so far.
Hoshaw on the wing. Now to Zorn. That ball deflected. And stays with Zorn. Just couldn't handle it, and that'll be a goal kick for FC. Decent pressure from the Vipers so far. And we've seen the offensive attack from Cincinnati as well. Both teams is trying to get a bead. Not so much Brand on the other team, but just this field in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's unfortunate, John, when the field really comes into play. There's really nothing Kokomo Vipers FC can really do about that. They're doing everything they can on their end to make the pitch better. It's just unfortunate when we have to keep talking about the pitch on a broadcast, but it'll continue to come up.
Well, something that Coach Cottage from FC Cincinnati brought up in the end of our conversation.
Absolutely.
It was kind of and with the field.
Yeah.
So the other team has recognized that, and we know that Kokomo has recognized it as well.
Again, play it to your advantage if you're Kokomo. You're used to this field. You've adapted to this field. Absolutely, play it to your advantage.
Hoshaw into Zorn.
And that's what I want to see from Kokomo. I want them going in for those 50-50 balls. I want them showing a little pressure. I want them going in hard on these tackles. Nothing too crazy on these tackles, but I want them to put that pressure up. Make Cincinnati second guess when they go in for a 50-50 ball.
Now to the wing. That's a good ball.
That's a fantastic pass down the line.
Bryant Vasquez sends it over, and that'll be cleared out, but it'll be a corner for FC Cincinnati.
I like what I've seen so far from Kokomo, John. Great communication on the defensive side, great communication on the attacking side as well. You can tell from the first match that you and I called here to now, the communication, the cohesiveness, the trust on the field, it's there. It's getting stronger, and that's exactly what the organization from Kokomo wants.
And corners have been troublesome for Kokomo throughout the season. There's really one big body back there. That's number 1, Adam Cheek. That ball sailed in. That's trouble.
Adam Cheek.
And Adam Cheek there to clear it out on cue. Moncoyo wrestled for it, but came up short. And there's a ball that Malik Smith will. You could see it on that bounce right there.
The wind is heavy. The wind is absolutely heavy tonight, and it is playing a big factor.
Scoreless here in the 34th minute. And some fancy footwork there. Now 3-2. That's in the middle. Squirts away. Fortunately, no white jerseys there to collect it. Now here's Zach Zorn.
Great
play some 1-2 with Valencia. It should be a whistle. It is.
Great foul won by Zach Zorn.
Weston Jonke. A little bit too heavy, number 37. Something very impressive about this FC Cincinnati team is where they go from here in the fall.
Yeah.
And there are some places where they are going at the college level. Going to have a Bobcat from OU. Xavier. Some Big Ten action. Wildcats up in Northeast Chicago. Northwestern. Mountaineers. WVU.
Rutgers.
And then one of them's coming here, which I guess formerly IUPUI. I don't even know what it is now.
IU Indianapolis.
There we go.
IU Indianapolis.
I'll be playing their soccer at Michael Air Carroll Stadium, home of the Indy 11.
One thing that Coach talked about with us about, too, with FC Cincinnati Academy is that they have the second team. They have the first team of FC Cincinnati, and a couple of these younger players with the academy are getting some run with the first team, the second team. So that's exciting.
And a yellow card issued to Zach Zorn there. I try to figure out why. But he issued the card to number 15 on Kokomo.
Yeah, a long way to go in this match, John. Zach's going to have to be careful now.
I don't know if there were words spoken or maybe he just kicked the ball and didn't let them reset and kind of an interference type call. But we play on. Here's a shot on goal and sails over the crossbar.
Great opportunity for the Vipers right there.
A good strike from Alfredo Lopez.
And if you're used to this field, John, yes, we look at the replay. Excellent strike. Unfortunately, just got a little bit too much height on it, put it over the crossbar, but that's what you want to see from Kokomo. Even with these field conditions, you want to be able to strike from distance, get that ball on target.
Now, last time we were here, owner Mike Putt, and he had nothing but exceptional things to say about young number 20, Alfredo Lopez. Very excited that he's here. Great skill set, and you saw it on that strike from about 30 yards out.
Great defense by Kokomo right there.
Now, one thing to notice, Brent, we've been here. We get an angle that the coaches really don't get to see. You know, we see the whole field. We don't see it on a plane level, so we can kind of see everything that's going on. But one thing, just noticing in the first 13, 14 minutes of play here, is that Kokomo's not playing on their heels.
Yeah,
they're back. They're facing their offensive, I guess, opponent, and not running, trying to catch up with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeping the ball in front.
Yeah, and one thing that we talked about before the match, John, is that the last couple matches you and I have been here, they've been caught in a numbers game. And what I mean by that is they were down in numbers in transition, and that's how they've been beaten a few times. We haven't noticed that here yet tonight, and that's been awesome to see for the Kokomo Vipers, is that defensively they're intact.
We had talked about to Coach Helton about how on the offensive strike for Kokomo is that they can get up there, but on a deflection, on just one touch, that ball goes ahead on the counter, and that's where Kokomo has had some problems during the season. But so far, it looks like they've got that kind of buttoned up and not letting those free runs go.
And again, the defensive stud that they have in the back, Mr. Adam Cheek, he is a presence on that back line. So having him in the back is huge for them, but also making sure that he's not the only one doing it. He can't be the only one making plays on defense. And so far tonight, everyone has been involved.
And it's a change. Dominic Bauer we've seen there. Jacoby Boyer we've seen start, and there's been some changes for Coach Helton and the rest of the Kokomo staff. Just trying to piece everything together. And when I say that, Brand, is that there is a puzzle. They have the pieces, but we're still waiting to put all those together to find the right picture. But the pieces are there.
Yeah.
It's just going to take some time. And yes, 0-7, but the improvement that we have seen, especially on the home field, we see it each and every match.
Great ball going in. We had a yellow card back here, John. That's what caused that free kick. It was a pretty blatant yellow card. Nice little friendly tackle there, a little friendly bear hug to stop the run, which caused that free kick.
Oh, and here's a break.
Offsides.
And that he was off. But even as he tried to collect, they may be able to thank the grass on that one. You could see the ball just had a bad touch on it, but he was off. Now here's Zorn. He is on. Can he win with speed? That's a good defensive recovery from Cincinnati. And they'll play it out to Jolina. Now he'll play it forward. Adam Cheek wisely. What a great play.
Great turn.
Heads
Great turn away from the attack. And now send him.
That's R.J. McCummer out of Valencia. Again, the orchestrator in that center mid position.
Oh, beautiful ball.
And can Rogers get there? He will not. But there's Moncoyo. And Rogers, I guess he didn't get back into position. They call him off.
If I'm Kokomo right now, if I'm the coaching staff for Kokomo right now, I'm very pleased, very happy with what I'm seeing, not only on the defensive side. We've seen a couple opportunities for Cincinnati, but on the offensive side for Kokomo, the pressure that they've had is tremendous right now.
You can see, and the ref got in the way of that one. Good turn by Inna. Now they'll push forward.
Now, what I've seen so far on the defensive side as well, John, is Kokomo's closing speed. Kokomo is closing in on these 50-50 balls quickly. As soon as a attacker from Cincinnati gets the ball, they are right there. They're not letting them get too many touches on the ball, and that's very promising for Kokomo right now.
There is one key cog, and Brant, we have called them through the matches here, the three-headed monster.
Yep.
Moncoyo and Valencia, but Arriagada,
Yep.
number 30, has an injury, so he's not with us today. He's a very formidable force up there in the front. And that's why Mike Rogers, very capable, very speedy, good skill. And that's great. And that'll go the other way. I don't know where the whistle was, but they'll call it.
Ref thought it was a harder tackle than I think it actually was, and there's an offside there. Too early on the run.
So Adam Cheek will set it up and he'll send it away. 25th minute here in the first half, Kokomo High School. That's a great ball of speed, can get there. Oh, great save.
Excellent
by
save.
Larimore. They try to get it back in. Can he get a one-touch? Playing with Larimore. What great. Oh, and we have a little action there.
Great goalkeeping from FC Cincinnati.
The
Great
ref missed that. I don't know if we can get a replay, but Luke Larimore got very, very handsy with Mike Rogers after that play. Unfortunately, our head referee did not see it.
Great
So
attacking from Kokomo right there, though.
Now it's speed up the middle. On the outside. Doing a good job of keeping that ball in front. It's Owen Parrish. He'll play it back. And just no lift on that ball. Zach Zorn there. But Inna gets it. They'll play it back.
And
They're going to reset.
And again, the field got in the way of that one, too, because that ball just stopped right there in the middle of the field.
Now to the wing. Brian Vasquez finds a seam. Gets in the middle. There's a shot, but
Great block.
deflected. Right place at the right time, but back in the 18. Floated in, headed out by Cheek. Kokomo just looking to get this ball out of harm's way.
Oh, great move, though.
And we'll have a whistle there.
Adam Cheek with a great block on that shot. Looking back at the replay, John. Excellent stop by Adam Cheek.
So it looks like Vasquez standing over this one. And a 1v1 here. There's a shot, and it's in the back of the net.
Caught the Kokomo defense off guard. Played it outside the wall. Great goal by FC Cincinnati.
And on the replay, you'll see that it looked like Kokomo was trying to get set. Malik Smith was talking to his wall Because when that ball was hit, Valencia's back was turned, and as heady of a player he is, he wasn't. That's not the position he wanted to be in.
Absolutely. FC Cincinnati on that free kick, they played it a lot faster than Kokomo was really ready for. Caught them off guard. Perfect placement into the corner. And the way that Kokomo has been playing tonight so far, yes, they'll want that back. Here's the replay of it.
And you can see right there is that even number 29, we don't have a number 29 on their roster, so we apologize for that. But even when he sent it in, he wasn't sure.
Whistle in Kokomo's advantage here. Zach Zorn wanted to play fast, and referee said, hold up a second.
So Valencia will send it in. Now Vipers down 1-0 on, I mean, it's a goal, other way you look at it, but not the, I can't really put my action on it because no one really knew what was going on, but we're back in the 18. It's Inna.
Great defense.
A good recovery defense from Hoshaw. And it went off of Inna, so it'll be a goal kick.
Great deflection off the attacker.
David Hoshaw, son of assistant coach Rob Hoshaw. Smith will send this away. And Valencia. Good opportunity with Valencia back with it. Can they get a red jersey there? No. Now McCummer. Trying to get to the outside, and we will have a corner. I believe, or it'll be a long throw.
And here's what Kokomo needs to realize, too, is that FC Cincinnati Academy at the back, they have a lot of speed and some big bodies back there. So they're trying to play these through balls in. They're not getting enough power on it, or they're delaying their run, and they're not able to connect on those three balls. If they can connect on those, they're in, John. They're absolutely in, and they're going to create a lot more opportunities that way.
In the 20th minute, 1-0 FC Cincinnati. On a free kick goal. Really caught everybody by surprise.
I still don't know what happened on that free kick, John.
And I'm sure when they go back and they watch our broadcast, Brent, I'm sure the coaches and ownership and everybody will look at that and see that, that wasn't set. Nobody was really ready. And if you're on FC Cincinnati side, you say, good hustle.
Absolutely.
And we went with the goal.
Yeah, I mean, they did it exactly right on the FC Cincinnati side. They played it fast, and they took advantage of it. Unfortunately for Kokomo, here we go. Here's a great opportunity here.
And just nobody home.
But yeah, like you said, it's a goal either way. But unfortunately for Kokomo, you're going to want that one back.
This ball played back, trying to apply some pressure. Now we have a number, and that ball just couldn't go anywhere, but offside on Moncayo anyway. So Oscar Moncayo has been the biggest offensive threat so far for Kokomo, which is not new, leads the team in goals.
Another bear hug from FC Cincinnati. Stopping the run.
That seems to be their MO. If one of the speedy guys, Rogers, Moncayo, get ahead of you, just grab them. The least we can do is have a foul. And they've done that about 3 times already here in this match.
And again, you see Adam Cheek running up, John. He's going to be in the box. He's going to be a big body in the box. But if something goes awry, he's going to have to book it to get back on defense.
You can see the 2 red jerseys back. Here's a ball in the middle.
Excellent ball in. Who's going to get there?
Now back out. Lopez sends it in. Headed out. And still at the feet of Kokomo. Valencia with a shot, and that'll go a little bit left. So another offensive opportunity for the Vipers.
Yeah, great offensive set there from Kokomo, John. I really like what I'm seeing from the Vipers tonight on the offensive side. I love what I'm seeing on the defensive side. Unfortunately, they had that free kick goal go against them, but right now Kokomo is playing a fantastic match against a very talented FC Cincinnati Academy squad.
And right now, when you're thinking about Coach Helton and Hoshaw and even Alex Ramos and Mike Putt and just a whole organization, you've seen the ball just go wide and a little bit high of that net. At some point, you're in your head, at some point it has to go in.
Yeah, at that point, like I tell my players, just keep shooting the ball. Eventually, you're going to get one. Just keep putting the pressure on it. Just keep shooting. Don't get your head down. One's going to go in, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're not putting their heads down. They keep trying to get the ball in the back of the net, and that's exactly what you want to see.
You know, it's as a baseball guy, it's when you hit the ball really hard, but you hit it right at somebody. You're on it. It's just they were there. Here it's a little bit opposite. It's there. It's just going a little left, little right, little high. But at some point, with the offensive firepower that this team has, and we've seen it over the course of this season, that those balls are going to start to go in, and that involves with chemistry. It involves with confidence. And as you said, Brant, just keep shooting.
Just keep shooting.
Say it in basketball, shoot or shoot. Same in soccer.
Absolutely. And we know they can score. They've scored 11 goals in 7 matches. We know they can put the ball in the back of the net. And it shows because they take advantage of opportunities. Tonight, they're going to get one. We hope they're going to get one. But as long as they keep putting the ball on the attacking side, they're going to have their opportunities.
In that last match against Fit Ohio, a franchise high 4 goals. Could have well easily been more than that. There was a penalty kick that was blocked. Could have been a 5th goal, and there are many offensive opportunities in that one.
Absolutely.
The biggest issue right now with this Kokomo Vipers team is just trying to plug those holes in the defense. At times it looks great, and then at times it's just a breakdown, a lack of communication, and someone gets beat.
Yeah, John, earlier in the season, you and I were talking about, hey, it's a back-to-basics kind of thing for this team. We've seen the progression each match that we've watched Kokomo, and it's not just A to B now. It's, okay, how can we build forward? How can we move from the back line? How can we get that line of confrontation where it needs to be? It's been impressive to see from Kokomo as we see FC Cincinnati get an opportunity here. Adam Cheek running him down.
Not out of harm's way yet. And luckily right there, I believe that's Adam Rembert.
But yeah, John, we've seen the progression throughout this season for Kokomo. It's extremely promising.
And have a yellow there.
Couldn't tell
Is that
who
on
that
Brian
was
Vasquez or mystery player number 29? One of the two. It was Vasquez who was talking to our head referee. But some new faces, as we mentioned, and there's a great ball up front, and luckily takes a good bounce for Larimore. Koyo has some words for him after the last skirmish.
He was just saying he liked the color of his jersey. That's all he was saying.
Here's Cheek now. And just out. Rogers had a good beat on it, but Cheek stepped out, so go the other way. It's Philip George, Aaron Rembert. We've seen R.J. McCummer, but this is a start for him. Mike Rogers with the start. So one thing, Brent, is, you know, we'll keep mentioning throughout this entire match until the end of the season is that the chemistry, the certain people that work together. We've seen some of the same people on the field the entire season.
Absolutely.
Those are your core guys, and we know who they are. Now the rest of the coaching staff and ownership just trying to fill those holes and fill those gaps on who can be that starting 11 consistently for Kokomo.
And by having the same group of guys, majority of the time, John, right, we've seen the same group of guys, like you said. It's building that chemistry, that cohesiveness, that trust on the field that players need, that teams need in order to be successful. Here's Zach Zorn in some space.
Oh, couldn't get the 1-2.
Right idea.
Moncoyo, and that's going to go the other way. And this has been a trouble spot for Kokomo. On the outside. Shot, and just off the crossbar. Malik Smith had a hope and a prayer, and he got the prayer.
Yeah, excellent attempt for FC Cincinnati Academy. I love what Adam Cheek did there on the defensive side. He didn't go right at the player. He actually filled into the space. He cut off the angle for the shot, made it a harder shot for FC Cincinnati Academy, and lucky for them, it went off the crossbar. But I love what Adam Cheek did there. He played the space instead of the player.
Another opportunity to the outside. It's Vasquez.
Great cut in.
In the box, and just wide of the net. So right now, Vipers on their heels on the defensive side, but fortunate 2 times in a row.
Yeah, and again, it's all about creating a tougher angle for FC Cincinnati, making them work for it, putting a harder angle on the ball so they can't get a direct shot on the net, and that's exactly what Kokomo Vipers did on these last 2 attempts by FC Cincinnati.
Just a skosh away from the 10th minute of play here. The first half, 1-0. Cheek clears that out.
Now you have numbers. Now you
Now
run.
Valencia. He'll play to the outside. Can Rogers get there?
Yes, he
that
can.
ball stuck. So now Mike Rogers. Good footwork, but just, Owen Parrish with great defense. And Larimore able to clear it out. Mike Rogers is shifty up there, number 26. And we'll go the other way.
Parrish from FC Cincinnati Academy will be playing his college ball at IU Indianapolis. Good for him. That's a great spot to land at.
Little knee-to-knee contact there to knock down Inna.
And, John, we know FC Cincinnati Academy is a younger side. Look at Adam Cheek. Look at that closing speed. I love that. The closing speed by Adam Cheek there, knocking the ball out of bounds. But one thing that I've noticed is that, yes, FC Cincinnati Academy, they are a younger side, all under 19 roster. But the Kokomo Vipers are matching the speed of these youngsters, and it's been fun to watch so far tonight.
And one thing, and we kind of mentioned it at the beginning, Brand, off camera, and we mentioned it to the coaches too, is that, yes, youth favors FC Cincinnati, but size and just seasoned players for Kokomo.
Absolutely.
Where their advantage is.
Exactly.
You know, a little body isn't going to hurt a young 19, 18, 17-year-old. And you can see it, and some of the frustration that has built from FC Cincinnati are those fouls when Kokomo's going the other way on their offensive attack where they just grab, because that's a frustration.
Another yellow
Now
card
we have
here
another yellow.
for delay a game on FC Cincinnati.
Owen Parrish.
There was a bad throw here from FC Cincinnati. Didn't get the ball completely over his head. Was arguing the call as well, unfortunately. But now Zach Zorn, let's see what he can do.
And what we've seen, our head referee just might as well keep the card in his hand and just flash it instead of having to reach in his pocket.
Yeah, there have been several yellow cards
one
here
is-
tonight. He's not messing around tonight.
Oh, we got to get it right. Here's a through ball. Valencia was there.
Oh, great attempt,
And
though.
Rogers
Great attempt.
ran over Larimore. And Larimore, very chippy. And there's a yellow there and 2 yellows. So on cue, we get 2 more yellows, one on Rogers, one on Larimore.
Well, not the first time. Larimore's been a little
Well,
chippy
yeah,
here tonight.
Larimore, that's if they would have saw the first one, he would have been out.
Yep. Need to cool the heads here tonight, fellas. Need to cool the heads.
And Larimore just
It was there. It was right there where he bumped it. It's not the words, John. It's as soon as he makes physical contact with the player, the ref notices that. Instant card. We knew going in that this was going to be a tough physical match. Adam Cheek there over the back. But we knew that this was going to be a tough physical match. It's what we wanted to see from Kokomo, really. Keeping up with these youngsters from FC Cincinnati, and it's exactly what we've wanted to see, and it's been a fantastic match so far.
That's Parrish. And Cheek will clear that out up front. And Larimore way outside. Rogers gives it chase. Larimore better be careful here.
Get in.
And now Moncayo plays it in the middle of Valencia. Good ball, but Larimore right there to eat it up.
And this is great to see for Kokomo. These little one-touch, two-touch passes, knowing where your teammates are going to be, making that contact.
Brant, one thing can be certain here entering the 7th minute of this first half, even though down 1-0, I hope that the fans, the audience watching right now, ownership, the coaches, even the team, we have seen a different Kokomo Vipers FC team here today, especially after last week. 7-0 on the road. How do you come back from that? Putting all these elements together of what their season looks like so far, this is not the team that we first saw when we were first here a few weeks ago for their home opener. This is a completely different team. They look very good and playing some very good soccer here in the first half.
Well, it just shows what this Kokomo organization has in their leadership and their culture and what they believe in. They believe in that they're moving in the right direction forward. They know that after a 7-0 loss, they can come back and play a team like FC Cincinnati and compete, which is exciting to see as well. So everything that Kokomo has, not only tonight but moving forward, is very exciting.
Dangerous situation here. Just outside of the 18. And we're going to walk this off. And he's right where he needed to be.
Right
so
there. Yeah, and this is, if you're Kokomo, this is exactly where you don't want to get beat. You want to make sure every attacker is accounted for and that your keeper has a direct line of sight to the ball.
And they'll send this in right above the 18. And we're going to have ourselves another yellow. There it is. Now on who?
Easy, fellas.
Easy. Julian Valencia, an established leader. He needs to watch it right here.
Yeah, something's happening down there that is really getting these guys heated. The referee has to be careful here, too.
So then here it comes now.
Good ball in.
And that ball sails over, hits the back fence. So after all that, we'll go the other way. The goal kick.
Valencia needs to be careful. He's still talking to the ref right now. A lot of pushing and shoving in that wall on that free kick.
Took a long time to get
It
get that ball off. In the 4th minute. In case you're just joining us and not familiar with UPSL rules, each team sends at least 20. Sometimes it's less than that based on injuries and just player availability. But one big emphasis for Kokomo are tryouts. They're looking to get to a roster of about 80. And what that's really going to take is, for one, go to the website, KokomoVipersFC.com. Follow them on social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. Find Kokomo Vipers FC if you're interested in playing soccer up here. At a higher level, should be a handball. It is. But that's the awareness that the amount of talent that probably surrounds this area, it's just a matter of getting out there. And Kokomo's doing what they need to do.
Absolutely.
They're out in the public. They're out in the community.
And I follow them on social media, Facebook, you name it. And they are very, very busy on social media. And I love to see that, especially for a growing club. And that's huge, getting your name out there.
The importance of making it through year one to this team is there's really no other option. That's a great ball. Just nobody could get there. 3 red jerseys, but that ball found where one of them wasn't. All of a sudden, Larimore for a goal kick.
Right over the top of 3 heads for Kokomo right there, John. Unfortunately, great ball in. Just couldn't get ahead on it.
He knew it.
But this is where Kokomo needs to stay strong. Finish the half as strong as possible. Don't let any more goals in. try to put one in the back of the net, but keep up the pressure, because as we go into the second half, legs are going to start to get tired, John, and they need to stay physical.
Zach Zorn now. A few goals on the season.
There's a foul. Jersey pole.
Now here's Valencia. He'll play it to the wing. That's Rogers out there. Has an opportunity. Sails it. Just high. Rogers really didn't have a direction on that shot.
Unfortunately for Rogers. See, John, unfortunately they don't have the viewpoint that we do. He had a lot more time and a lot more space to settle that ball and get a better shot on target.
Coach Rob Hoshaw on good hustle all the way from the bench to track that one down.
Good hustle, Coach Rob.
Just what you want to do here is you don't want to give up a mistake this late in what has been a very well played first half.
Watch the run down
for
the middle.
Kokomo.
Yep, absolutely. Again, staying disciplined defensively is a massive quote of mine.
That's an opportunity. Zach Zorn and Valencia weren't on the same page.
We get to the end of this half, and it's easy to kind of let things slip a little bit as you get towards the end of the half, and legs start to get tired a little bit. And now it's crunch time to end this half as strong as possible, and don't let anything get in behind you. But having a presence like Adam Cheek, it's hopefully not an issue.
Owen Parrish was really he'd walked about 15 yards ahead of where he was supposed to be, and finally got into the right spot. It closes a through ball. Got a clear. Hoshaw does a nice job. Didn't get much of it. In and now. Played in the middle. Shot on goal, but right into the gut of Malik Smith. And he should take his time here. No reason to rush it, but he doesn't. Clears it out.
Wind took that one. That ball died about midfield. That wind just cut it down.
Valencia. Whistle goes the other way.
Very entertaining first half, John. It's been fun.
It really has. As the broadcasters who bring these games on the ISC Sports Network, and being honored to do so in a first season, in a building season. A lot of anticipation came into this. And Brant, we're just fortunate that even at 0-7, that we couldn't be more impressed with the way that Kokomo has played in this first half.
As they say, they've turned the corner, if you will, John. They've turned the corner from week 1 to now, and it's. Let's see what we have here. A free kick for Cincinnati. We have papers flying out of the broadcast booth here, John.
I wonder, Mike Pwitt, he's got to get those notes back that the wind came in here and took that one out of the booth, but he gets his paper back. Team secrets on that one. A few ticks left here in the first half of regulation. Not sure how much extra time will be added. Brian Vasquez out there.
Yeah, dangerous spot right here for Kokomo on the defensive side. Beautiful
Sails
ball in.
It in.
Great
And Malik
save.
Smith with a great save.
It's raining Kokomo Vipers secrets out of the press box here, John.
Already on the Mike Pwitt's Christmas wish list, a paperweight. But this is another, again, Brant, this is troublesome here, and someone's got to clear that out. And it rolls out, and Malik Smith got it, so good hesitation.
And now you have numbers. Now you push.
Opportunity for Valencia. Plays to Moncayo. And that ball deflected.
Halftime.
And that'll be it.
Great first half.
So on a goal, a free kick, whatever we'll call it, it is advantage FC Cincinnati, but what a fantastic first half by the Kokomo Vipers FC. We're going to take a break. You're watching Kokomo Vipers FC Soccer right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories, playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's. Don't make the car buying process difficult. Make it easy with Stewart's Auto Options. See you soon.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa.
My goodness.
122-6-0 for Penn. What a swim. Six of them.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Many communities in rural America are often overlooked as underserved. These communities are being left behind due to lack of internet and access to state-of-the-art technology. That's why Mulberry Telecommunications provides rural broadband services and technology and is growing their presence in north central Indiana. Because every community deserves infrastructure and beyond. To learn more, contact us today.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Look out! Lowers the shoulder. Great answer by Lafayette. Takes home the victory. Taking down the record. Throws it deep. He's got a man and it's taking it.
Trying to find a lane. Walker has hit his second home run of the tournament.
And it's going to be a touchdown.
Kokomo High School, site of Kokomo Vipers hosting FC Cincinnati Academy. UPSL Soccer on the IC Sports Network. John Natale alongside my broadcast partner, Brant McCoskey. And Brant, you can hear this really don't know what to say about this, is that Jekyll and Hyde of what we've seen. Actually, I really shouldn't say that because we've seen elements here at home where a certain portion of the team has played well or another portion or certain individuals have played well. Team effort there in the first half that we have not seen through these first 7 matches, and they're playing really well soccer.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's fun to watch tonight, to be honest with you, John. What's been so great about this match tonight is everybody on Kokomo Vipers FC, they are firing on all cylinders. Yes, they're down 1-0 right now, but from the defensive side to the midfield attack to the attack up top, everything is clicking. They're getting back on defense. They're not getting caught in a numbers game. and they're absolutely running with it on the offensive side. They've had multiple opportunities on goal. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to capitalize, but it's been a lot of fun to watch. If you're Kokomo, if you're these fans for Kokomo, this is exactly what you came to see.
We had talked about just throughout the entire season, this broadcast, the ones before, being able to talk to Coach Ramos at the time and Mike Putt and Brendan Helton and Robert Hoshaw, just the different things that they have said through the duration of the season. And I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. We were trying to figure out who number 29 was, and we finally did that because he did play a presence, Nick McHenry, on the field. He was just wearing a different number, but he's a team captain, so it kind of all makes sense now, but just a different number that we were given. So number 29, Mick Hendry, who has done a lot. He's been involved in a lot. I believe he got a yellow too, but
Absolutely.
That's another thing. We saw
Who
a lot of
hasn't
yellows.
gotten a yellow?
I think you and I even got one up here just
Absolutely.
for being up here. But that our head ref has been busy with that yellow card. But that's something that, for one, I think is a benefit to Kokomo Vipers. Again, a seasoned team, a little bit more veteran leadership out there, older, but knowing the games, frustrating the younger FC Cincinnati team. I don't want to say kids, but 19, 18, 17 years old. You body him around a little bit, and the frustration has shown. You've seen the goalkeeper Larimore got lucky with just one yellow because we saw him get involved with Moncayo earlier in the match. And I think if Kokomo can continue to do that, to use their advantage in size, their knowledge of the game, they've been around it. FC Cincinnati, extremely skilled.
Absolutely.
We're not going to take that away from them at all. But the headiness of being young, going up against older players
On the
road, in new conditions, a new environment, tough field to play on. Right now, even though down 1-0, it's advantage Kokomo.
Absolutely, absolutely advantage Kokomo right now. And you talk about it, John, it's the experience, it's the maturity, it's the trust, it's the cohesiveness with their teammates, and absolutely advantage Kokomo right now.
We're going to come back and take a short break, but we want to come back with some highlights. Not many of them, but we'll show what kind of good soccer Kokomo and Bulls FC Cincinnati has been playing when we come back right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's.
Don't make the car buying process difficult. Make it easy with Stewart's Auto Options. See you soon.
Throw it up for Tillman. Whoa, my goodness. 122.60 for Penn. What a swim. Six of them.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Many communities in rural America are often overlooked as underserved. These communities are being left behind due to lack of internet and access to state-of-the-art technology. That's why Mulberry Telecommunications provides rural broadband services and technology, and is growing their presence in north central Indiana. Because every community deserves infrastructure and beyond. To learn more, contact us today.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X,
Isn't it
podcast,
X now?
whatever it is. Just call it whatever you
Twitter
want.
doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Touchdown, West Lafayette. Hemingway. Look out, look out. Lowers the shoulder. Deep right answer by Lafayette. Touches, takes home the victory. Taking down the record. Throws it deep. He's got a man and it's taking it.
He's trying to find a lane. Walker has hit his second home run of the tournament.
And it's going to be a touchdown.
Kokomo High School. Vipers down 1-0. But throughout the entire first half, and I'm no hesitation to say this, it has been Kokomo Vipers FC's half. Outplaying FC Cincinnati just on a very, very awkward free kick. But you can see here is that Malik Smith has been busy, and the crossbar has helped him throughout this match on 2 shots, but has done some good work. It's just that one goal on the free kick. And then on the offensive end for Kokomo, Mike Rogers has been up there. Julian Valencia, again, the orchestrator of everything in the middle. On the defensive side, as we've said his name, gosh, if I had a nickel for every time I said Adam Cheek's name throughout this season.
He is a force in the back for Kokomo, that is for sure.
And I know that ownership and the coaches and everything are building around number 1.
Yeah, we just saw a replay of the free kick, John. Unfortunately, he didn't get a good angle on it, and it was really just a very well-timed ball from FC Cincinnati, as we call it, a free kick where it completely caught Kokomo off guard, and they put a beautiful ball into the corner of the net, which is exactly where you want to go with it. And during that entire play, here we go. Here we see a replay here of.
And that's where,
yeah,
and see the Larimore, and you can see the opportunities. I mean, it has been Kokomo who has really been in control, pressuring the back line of FC Cincinnati. FC Cincinnati Academy has had their opportunities. Yep. But you can see a magnificent save there from Malik Smith, his best of the evening.
Yep, and going into this second half, John, what Kokomo has to understand is that they are in the heads of this young FC Cincinnati Academy team right now. They have the advantage. They have the momentum going into this second half. Can their legs hold? That's the question. Can they keep that momentum going into this second half? Can they keep up the offensive pressure, not get beat in a numbers game on the back end? And so it's going to be fun to watch here in the second half, but I think Kokomo can do it.
And an important thing to look at is we're not sure how many there were, but there were plenty. Mm-hmm. How many players were issued a yellow card?
Will we see some send-offs here in the second half?
That's exactly right. And one of the members, Tommy O'Rourke, for FC Cincinnati, already suspended because of a red card.
Yeah, for Kokomo, really a big one that they need to watch out for is Zach Zorn. If they lose him, he's a speedy.
And Julian Valencia.
But speedy Zach Zorn, Julian Valencia up top, those would be two big
Michael Rogers
losses.
has a yellow for Kokomo.
Yep.
So the cooler heads have to prevail here in the second half, and I think that's what's going to win this match.
Yep, absolutely.
Everything will start to clear. There's a ball loose on FC Cincinnati's side. We'll clear that away.
It is an absolutely beautiful night here in Kokomo, Indiana. Great night for soccer. If you're a soccer fan, this is pristine weather right now. A little windy, a little gusty, but not terrible. Wind. The rain should stay south of us tonight, which is great. So
it's cool. The wind does help. The last time we were here, Bran, it was a sweatshop. It was brutal. The sun was out.
The lights are on here in Kokomo.
So we have ourselves some Saturday night soccer here at Kokomo High School. John Natali, Brant McCoskey, pleasure to be with you this evening on the ISC Sports Network.
Kokomo needs to maintain that speed up top. They have been speedy all night. They have matched FC Cincinnati's speed toe-to-toe. They need to keep that up the rest of the way.
And we're underway in the second half. Now Joshua Stewart into the match.
Joshua Stewart, a fan favorite here in Kokomo.
We've talked about leadership and the veteran presence. And Josh Stewart, number 8, definitely one of those.
Yeah, he is just that.
Just setting up. It's Philip George. Sends it in. And Cheek for second time. Boy, he can put some balls into the middle with his head work.
Switch it.
There's Valencia.
So cool, calm and collected on the ball, Valencia. I love that.
And this ball
beat
sails
him.
high and
That's
to the back of the net.
Yes! Fantastic finish.
R.J. McCummer just sent a floater into the stratosphere,
Looks like the keeper
and it was do or die.
lost the ball in the sun, misjudged it. Ball went right over his head. 1-1. Oh,
My
beautiful.
goodness. About 14 inches of square feet on that one. And R.J. McCummer floats it in. We're tied at ones here early in the second half.
He played the elements. He played the wind. He played the sun. It was beautiful. And just like that, John, it just takes one. We've talked about it time and time again here with the Kokomo Vipers. It just takes one, and they get all that momentum back. That's what you love to see.
clears it out.
Great start to the second half for the Vipers. Here we go, Josh.
And now we're back even. McCummer looking for some help. Oh, good play by Vasquez to keep that in.
Kept it in beautifully. There we go.
Cheek there to distract it. That's a good through ball right there. But Cheek there to recover. And that'll be, looks like it's going to be a corner. It will be.
And Adam Cheek, you want to talk about leadership at the back. You want to talk about strength at the back. He is one that you can build off of in the back end for Kokomo. And he's so exciting to watch. He's a big body, big presence in the back. And he seems like he's on every ball.
That ball needs to be cleared and just left of the net. Weston Jonke was right there.
It was a beautiful ball in. I'm trying to wait for that replay. I couldn't see exactly what happened. Made it all the way to the back post, a one-touch shot, just put it wide.
And frustration starting to mount for FC Cincinnati.
And like you said, John, when that frustration sets in, that's when the cooler heads prevail. And how frustrated is FC Cincinnati going to be? They're now even 1-1.
There's a ball forward. McCummer now at speed, but that ball's going to go to the right side. It'll be throw-in for FC Cincinnati.
Unfortunately, took a tough bounce on that sideline.
Big thing in the Haynes Apperson Festival coming up July 4th weekend. One of the, if not the largest summer event here in Kokomo.
Joshua Stewart, sorry. He explained that to us on TV. He goes by Joshua on TV for his mom. So,
Mom, we're paying attention.
Joshua's
Joshua's on the birth certificate, so we will go by that. Abide by Mom's rules.
Joshua Stewart earning that free kick for Kokomo Vipers FC. He's been a presence already. He's only been on the field for a few minutes for Kokomo, and he's already made his name known.
Well, you have to give the Stewarts a credit just for their overall support of this club.
Yep.
Ralphie's, Stewart's Automotive, I mean, just the help.
Great ball in.
I'll try to bite it. Oh, Larimore with a great save. There's a shot off the post.
Oh, my goodness. Keep up the pressure, Kokomo. This is it.
Two opportunities there. Kokomo pressing hard on the offensive side.
Larimore with a beautiful save, though. Fingertip save off the bicycle.
Zorn sends it in. McCummer there. Opportunity, head ball. Go to the back of the net. Julian Valencia on the one-touch from R.J. McCummer.
Just like that, 2-1. And they've kept up the pressure. They've kept up the pace. Valencia got up for that one. Put the power behind the header. Beautiful finish. 2-1 Kokomo advantage.
Magnificent 1-2 soccer from the Vipers on unoffensive possession. And R.J. McCumber getting the start now with the goal and assist to his good buddy Julian Valencia. And the Vipers up 2-1 here.
Valencia got up. He beat his defender, got up, put all of his power into that header, put it right into the corner past Larimore. Beautiful finish. And Joshua Stewart, as he's running back, yelling at his teammates, focus, stay focused. That's exactly what they're doing.
And one thing, Brant, that has been a rarity for this season to see how the team comes around this, playing from ahead. They've had to play a lot of chase soccer throughout this season, now playing with a 1-goal advantage.
And again, it's exactly what they did in the first half, John. It's making sure every single FC Cincinnati Academy attacker is accounted for on every single possession.
They have to be aware of how they got to this place and keep that. It's not a change of how you're playing soccer. Be aware of the soccer you played to get the 2-1 advantage and keep doing that.
It's maintaining possession. It's keeping a cool head. As we've talked about multiple times, it's keeping a cool head. It's maintaining possession. It's being smart with the ball.
Vasquez sends it in and sails over the cage. And Malik Smith will for a goal kick. What's kind of ironic, I don't know if this has anything to do with it. In a conversation with team owner Mike Putt earlier, he mentioned that, I don't know if he was joking or really telling the truth, but it sounded good, and maybe that's the motivation behind the Vipers, but he offered that if they won today's match, that there would be a steak dinner involved. And maybe these boys are hungry.
As long as we're invited, John.
I don't think we got that invite, but that's okay.
I'm always down for a steak dinner.
But just we mentioned it before, the Jekyll and Hyde that we have seen from this team in this match so far has been outright amazing.
Well, and over again, we've talked about the progression of this team from week 1 to now, and it's night and day, and it is a beautiful thing to see. Not only if you're a Kokomo fan, if you're a member of this Kokomo team, if you're on the sideline as the coaching staff, you're in a great spot to move forward. And it's building off of this action tonight and what you're seeing from this team moving into the fall season.
Ball to the middle and just clears wide, and that'll be a corner. A bugaboo for Kokomo this season has been the defense on corner kicks. The lone height advantage they have is Adam Cheek. Everybody else relatively small, so a bigger body from FC Cincinnati can get up there. Also coming from the left side, and we have another whistle.
Yeah, and on these set pieces, it's making sure that if you're on Kokomo, you're organized. Near side, back corner, watching those runs in the box, never losing your man.
So we're still trying to get set up. Words are exchanged. And Brant, this is about the third or fourth time. These set pieces have taken a long time to be executed.
Little chippy in the box.
So here we go. High arcer. That's a good ball, but that's going to sail out, fortunately. And we will have a goal kick. And Cheek sends it forward, and we're the other way. And here we are at the half line, and looks like we have a special visit from one of our vendors here at tonight's event. The group from Sparkle Me Sweet has come up, and looks like they have some presents for us. I'd love to see what this is. Oh, and this is it. This is it, Brant. This is the Kokomo Vipers FC trademark, would you call it that? Cotton candy mix, a strawberry and green apple mix. That looks delicious.
This does look delicious. I'm going to eat this entire thing
My
before
goodness,
this
and
match
they
is
brought
over.
more. They got cake pops, watermelon. Oh, that's cotton candy pop. I've never seen that. Look at that little contraption. Reminds
Those
me
are
of a
wonderful.
push pop when I was little. And a cake slice, chili watermelon. My goodness. They have brought it all for us. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Sparkle
This
Me
is great.
Sweet, cotton candy.
Love this.
I believe they were at the Strawberry Festival. They were.
Follow us on Facebook.
Follow them on Facebook. Sparkle Me Sweet. My goodness, I'm the candy fix right now. I want to open it, but we have a broadcast to do. It looks fantastic.
John, I have been keeping my palate clean with a lemon shake-up from them as well through this match today. So thank you, ladies, for bringing those up.
And
Excited
thank you
to
just
try
for
these.
being out here, too.
Absolutely.
Great supporter of Kokomo. I don't know many UPSL teams that have their own cotton candy.
It's a pretty big deal.
Here's a good ball, though. And good recovery. Adam Cheek there once again. Just Moncoya got tangled up in the grass. And finally we have a whistle. That'll go the other way. 3 white jerseys and 1 red, and it goes towards FC Cincinnati. So we play on. 32nd minute.
Joshua Stewart's going to want that one back. He had plenty of time and space to get a better ball off.
That's Stout.
Excellent step.
Now to the outside. Vasquez now into the middle. Trying to find range. Takes it with the right. Couldn't get enough on it. There's a shot. That'll sail to the left of our vantage point. And it'll be deflected. So Brian Vasquez will run to the corner. That was McKendry.
Yeah, on that one, it looked like Malik Smith actually lost track of where the ball was going off that deflection.
Vasquez sends it in low. Cleared out for the time being. Oh, and into the box. Dangerous play. And are they going to call a penalty? I think they are.
And a lot of players are confused as to what the call is for.
And we'll wait here, but it looks like he called a penalty. And it is going to be.
Yep, penalty.
So not the situation. We'll see what happened here. Was it the grab by Stewart?
If anything, it's because he had his hand wrapped around his waist.
And so I believe it was Josh Stewart. But this will give Trey Hervier a shot. And into the back of the net, 2-2.
And here's a key for Kokomo right now. It's back to 2-2. Keep the momentum. Keep the pressure up because you've had opportunities, even outside the 2 goals you've scored. Keep up that pressure. Yes, they just got one back. Beautiful placement on the penalty there. Low into the corner is exactly where you want to go, and that's right where you went. So fantastic finish on that one. But if you're Kokomo, keep your head up. You're very much so in this.
And the goals have been scored in 2 very different ways. Kokomo with extremely good soccer plays. And FC Cincinnati with 2 set pieces. So we're back to tied at 2. Now Kokomo has to refocus. And they'll play it ahead. McCummer, who's been a nuisance, trying to chase that down.
Look at the pressure. I love the pressure.
And that'll stay with Kokomo. R.J. McCummer really done a fantastic job. The entire match being involved in both goals in the second half.
Yeah, if you're Kokomo right now, you need to play it fast. You need to play it quick. You need to get them on their heels again.
Throw into the box. That's cleared. And Hoshaw got beat. Now Vasquez.
Great job by Kokomo getting back, not letting them get ahead in transition.
Oshaw had to recover quickly. Cheek there. And able to clear that out, but it'll be a throw-in for FC Cincinnati.
Again, Kokomo on the defensive side. They're on the attacking side. They're not being beaten in transition, which is something that we haven't been able to say a lot this season. They've been beat by long balls and in transition a lot this season, and it's really been a non-factor so far tonight, unfortunately.
And the grass right there ended that run, and now we go the other way. Hervier scored on the PK. Vasquez with a right boot, but deflected. Now back into the middle. And they'll play it all the way back. So FC Cincinnati to reset from the midline. And they call a whistle. There was an opportunity there for red, but the whistle blew, and we'll see what we have here. More pushing and shoving. It's Julian Valencia.
Yeah, Julian's got to be careful.
But the push came from Jonky, number 37. So Brent, you mentioned it. Will cooler heads prevail? Because that's what's going to win this match. To the outside. Hervier. Connor Stout. Working a two-man game. This ball's sent into the box. Good ball, but that's going to sail wide. We'll have a goal kick.
If you're Kokomo, if you're still frustrated about giving up the penalty, you got to get over it. You have to move forward. Stay cool, calm, collected as we move forward in this match. Still a lot of time left to get one back. It's 2-2. We're even right now, so there's still a lot of time to push forward and get ahead again, but cooler heads.
And in the 26th minute, there is not a person in red or green, either on the sideline, in the stands, or on that pitch, that wants to settle for a 2-2 tie.
Absolutely.
And we'll go the other way.
Yep, high boot there on FC Cincinnati.
So just like the first half, a lot of whistles here in the second. And can the Vipers generate any offense? Right now it's been mostly FC Cincinnati.
Well, and I've noticed a little change of play from FC Cincinnati, John. They know that Kokomo can keep up with them step for step on the attacking side, but right now they're more so playing the possession game. They're slowing the pace down. They're playing more possession.
Oh, it's a good ball to the outside. Hervier with a shot to the corner.
Off the post. Was that off the post or did it get deflected? I couldn't tell from this angle.
That was hard to see, but something got lucky. Now McCummer. We'll have a whistle.
Yeah,
other way.
I don't know if that ball was deflected, if it hit the post, or if there was a blip in the matrix, but something happened that.
We'll see it here. And I don't even know.
I can't tell what happened there.
If it didn't look like it got to the corner, but somehow
it bounced back.
You want to talk about English on a ball. Opportunity here. Larimore gets it out. 24th minute. In a 2-2 tie right now here in Kokomo High School. Vipers looking for not just their first win of the season, but the first franchise win. Need to clear this ball. Down to the 18. Got to be careful.
Great step. If you're Kokomo right now, we saw a couple players kind of leaning up towards the front. If I'm a player on Kokomo right now and I lose possession of the ball, I want to be the first one back to win it back.
Vasquez will send this in from our left side. See the wind blowing towards that net. There's the ball.
Great
flicked
deflection.
out on a one-touch. McKendry whiffed at it. Valencia chasing him down. McKendry maintains possession. Sends it in the box, headed out. It's Hervier. Into the box, Malik Smith. And they call a foul there. The Academy Award goes to
Right down the middle.
Aaron Rembert. This will sit on the arc just outside the 18.
Yeah, great spot if you're FC Cincinnati. If you're Kokomo, you have to make sure that the keeper can see exactly where that ball's going.
Matthias Paez, number 11. Once again, the time on these set pieces.
If I'm Kokomo right now, because Cincinnati can either go high or go low. If I'm a striker right now, I'm absolutely going low.
Matthias will take it. Strike, but blocked. Gets another opportunity. Blocked again.
And now you have numbers. Now you go.
Valencia tries to play it forward. Good ball, but McCummer couldn't get to it. Intercepted by Christopher.
And great one,
Nezianya.
too, there by Cincinnati. Great one, too, but excellent step by Kokomo.
Pressure's up there. It's Moncayo applying the pressure. Now forward. Stout, good move. Now numbers for FC. That's Vasquez. Hervier. Now inside the 18. Cheek sticks with him. Back to Stout. And offside called.
Great call. On that far side, he was just kind of hanging out there on the offside line. Kokomo caught him with a trap. Very well done by Kokomo on the offside trap there.
And right now in the first 23 minutes of this one, it's been a tale of two halves. Kokomo came out, guns a-blazing, got the 2 goals, got the 2-1 advantage. And then the offensive attack has been more for FC Cincinnati in about the past 10, 12 minutes. And moving a little bit too fast.
We've seen the referee pull a few of those quick free kicks back, John.
Hervier has been involved in a lot. Here's Paez. Matthias into the box, or just outside now. Trying to find a seam. Keeps going to the right. They push him that way. Now played back. And Adam Cheek stuck on him like glue.
Yeah, that was fantastic defense from Kokomo on that stint there. Zach Zorn with the speed down the side.
Was trying to find help, just couldn't get it. Larimore outside of the box. Now back the other way.
We've seen Larimore come out of the box a few times and almost lost possession tonight.
20th minute. A 2-2 tie here at Kokomo High School. McCummer.
Can he turn?
Can he turn? A good defense recovery by FC Cincinnati. Now on the counter.
Unfortunately for Kokomo on that one, there wasn't another red shirt in the box to help him out.
And Brand, as a player coach and as me as a person who watches the game quite often, at 2-2, 0-7 in the season, you got 3 left. Do you just go for it all now? I mean, I know that you don't want to give up that mistake in the back and have something go through or someone gets beat on a run or whatnot, but I mean, do you put all the chips in right now to see if you can get that first win, or are you playing to say, I don't want to give up that 3rd goal?
To be honest with you, John, you're in front of your own home crowd. You have the advantage right now. It's 2-2, which is something we haven't really said with Kokomo this season. And right now it's it's all things in. It's all go. If I'm a coach, I'm saying push as hard as you can. We have 20 minutes left in this one, plus stoppage time. Go for it.
So I ask you, coach, a young coach and Coach Helton, the interim tag now, possibly head coach in the future, but as a player what you're thinking and what you want to do, but has that message been delivered from the rookie head coach?
As a head coach, knowing that you're a rookie head coach, you don't want to make that big mistake, especially against a team like FC Cincinnati Academy, but at the same time, you want to let your players know, like, hey, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. We're growing together. Let's go for it tonight.
That ball played to the outside, and will go out of bounds at will for a throw-in for Kokomo.
You've made it this far into this match. You're 2-2. There's little under 20 minutes stoppage time, give or take. You have to go for it now, John. This is a fantastic opportunity for this team to really make a benchmark into what they're building, not only tonight but into the future, to look back on and say, hey, here's what we did against FC Cincinnati Academy. Let's build on this.
I am not on the pitch, and I am not making the calls on the sideline. However, if I was at the table, I go all in.
Absolutely. We know the players are going all in.
And that was exactly my point. As a player out there, you're shooting for that third goal. And a whistle there.
And we have another card here, John.
Is that Aaron Rembert? It is. And we're going to take some time.
I didn't get a good look at the tackle.
It's Weston Jonke. I'll take some time to cool off. We'll see it here, and I just think he caught a hip check.
Yeah,
it looked like, remember, it was looking the other way. I don't think there was actually direct contact. Just kind of look, as in basketball, the Jonke ran into a pick.
Pick that knocked the wind out of him, unfortunately. You could tell when he stood up, he was trying to catch his breath a little bit.
But we're underway again.
Nothing heinous there on that tackle, John.
16th minute. Ties with good soccer. Vasquez into the box.
Great speed.
Smith has to come out. And he does, and he redirected that. So good anticipation.
Took out his own
from
teammate.
Malik Smith, and we don't know who's on the ground there.
Looks
That
like
was a
like
heady collision.
Joshua Stewart's on the ground.
And it was.
Clipped him from
Stewart
behind a little
get
bit.
up.
Yep.
Kind of fell awkwardly on his shoulder because, we didn't know exactly. It took some time, but kind of fell awkwardly down on his right shoulder. Able to get up, and we're underway.
And that's what you don't want to see from FC Cincinnati if you're Kokomo, is because Velasquez had a beautiful one-touch into the box, played it to himself, and then used his speed to get around and almost put one in the back of the net.
Valencia trying to win the ball against Jonke. Cannot do it. Push the other way from FC Cincinnati. And in the 15th minute, you can see the pace of this game has slowed down a little bit. That wear and tear from this field is getting to both teams. Through ball, Valencia takes a shot. Larimer plays it with his feet.
Valencia, unfortunately, couldn't get all of it with the thickness of the field there.
Now ahead. Shot with the right. Larimore eats it up.
Unfortunately, he had more time and space again, John. He had more time and space to make a little bit more of a move there if you're Kokomo.
Joshua Arancibia into the match. And Brant, last time we were here against Foot Ohio, the 7-4 defeat, but within those 4 goals, it seems like Arancibia was involved around them. I know we know he had a goal,
yep,
but also an assist, and he was in a lot of play. And we're going to have a yellow.
Another yellow
we
here.
do.
I don't understand what that's about.
Not sure why it was called. Philip George wants to know why as well. But he goes in the book. And
Looks like a delay game. He did a pump fake on the throw in. I don't understand why that's a yellow card, though. That's
a casual fist bump to the head referee, and we'll get underway here eventually. These timed set pieces, the yellows and everything, just took a massive amount of time off the clock in both halves.
I was really surprised we didn't have more stoppage time at the end of the first half, John, with how these set pieces were taking so long to get started.
And we just have another delay. Now the head ref is over to the sideline.
Looks like coach is having a word, trying to understand why the yellow was pulled out.
Brendan Helton trying to get an answer as the clock ticks away. Valuable seconds. But in all fairness, gives the players a chance to regroup, get a little rest. And let's see what kind of energy Kokomo can put in these final 12 minutes.
And again, if you're Kokomo, John, you really haven't let up that momentum. And they really need to keep up the pressure. They've created some great opportunities here late in this second half. Let's see if they can take advantage of one. Let's get play underway again.
And here we go.
I'll try to get a nice little head flick on there. Oh.
Rembert now into the middle.
Thought he was going to rip one there, John.
We'll turn the other way on the counter.
Great job by Kokomo hustling back, making sure that they weren't going to be beaten by numbers.
Right now, it's just grit, stamina. That's going to win this one. And the endurance. Who has it?
And again, on this thicker field, John, I think you say Kokomo has advantage on that. And yet another yellow card has been shown.
Christopher Nezianya into the book. By the end of this one, Brown, it'll be easier to say who hasn't gotten a yellow by the time we're done with this one.
Yeah, statistically.
Referee's book looks like an edition of War and Peace with how many yellows have been issued today.
And that's the thing, though, John. Yes, there have been several yellow cards shown.
That's a good ball right there.
Can he get on it?
Moncayo.
Oh. Great pressure there by Kokomo. Yes, the referee's book is covered with yellow cards, but at the same time, he's done his job. He's kept things under control when things were starting to look a little chippy there in the first half. So we have to give praise to these referees. They come out here, they do their job, they do the best job they can.
We're very grateful for what they do.
They do the best job they can.
These games and these players do know. Oh, here's a chance in the box. Great save by
Offsides.
Smith, but he was off. Nonetheless.
Little celebration there from the Kokomo players.
Not only that, it was off, but even on the shot, Smith made a great save.
Fantastic save. Yeah, absolutely. You love to see that. The camaraderie amongst teammates as well when a big play happens.
McCummer working against Hervier. He's really good with the ball at his feet. Sends it back to Stout.
And again, John, we see the slower pace on the ball going through this thick grass on this Kokomo High School field. Kokomo's been able to take advantage of those slower balls here during the match tonight.
Now a little possession soccer. Jonky will get it back into the middle. It's Matthias now to the outside.
That's a great ball.
That's a good run. Inside the box, into the box. They need to clear.
Adam Cheek.
Little miscommunication, but Adam Cheek saved that one. Malik Smith got on skates, but Adam Cheek bailed his goalie out. Back in the box. Shot off the crossbar, and Vasquez couldn't clean it up. My goodness, an offensive slurry from FC Cincinnati, but fortunately we have a goal kick in favor of Kokomo.
Yeah, second time tonight the crossbar has saved Malik Smith there in the back. One in the first half, and then right there again, John. The crossbar, goalie's best friend sometimes.
I'm sure after this match they'll be on the Christmas card list for this December 25th. Send the crossbar a gift basket. Another opportunity. Cleared by Kokomo. We'll go the other way. Can they counter? Need to get it ahead.
Great footwork there by Zach Zorn on the side. Unfortunately, lost possession there.
And we're in single digits here in the second half.
Nobody on this field wants a 2-2 tie, John.
FC Cincinnati doesn't want to take an hour-and-a-half bus ride back to the Queen City with a tie. This game was very important to them. 3 points was huge.
Yeah, they are 1 point behind first place Foot Ohio SC in the Ohio Conference of the UPSL. As we look ahead to playoffs coming up soon, this is absolutely a massive game for FC Cincinnati Academy moving forward.
And we're going to have a corner for FC Cincinnati. Just look around. Now you can see hands on hips. The wear and tear of not just 90 minutes of aggressive physical soccer. The field has taken its toll. Really has done its job to the opposing FC Cincinnati squad. That's just now, can Kokomo capitalize with just a few minutes left here in the second half? Tied 2-2.
This is where Kokomo has to be careful here on this set piece. Beautiful ball in, great ball in.
And Cheek able to head it out, but we'll do it again.
Yep, we're going to switch sides for that one, it looks like.
Now we'll stay there.
Yeah, back on that same side.
Extra ball.
Looks like we have a Kokomo substitute here, John.
And we are. I believe that's Philip George leaving. And if I'm not mistaken, Dominic Boyer. That's David Hoshaw. And it is. No, that's not Dominic Boyer. I'm sorry, it's Jacoby Boyer. Number 4 from Tennessee. Headed into the box and into the back of the net on the corner.
Again, John, like we talked about, bigger bodies for FC Cincinnati. In the middle, huge corner, huge finish for FC Cincinnati. See the replay here. Great ball into the middle of the box. Just over the top of Zach Zorn. Zach Zorn pleading his case for a foul in the box, but unfortunately, ref said no go on the foul. Great finish by FC Cincinnati Academy on the header.
Joel Inna with the size advantage. Able to find a corner of the goal. Malik Smith wasn't. And late into this one, FC Cincinnati takes the 3-2 advantage. And we'll have a yellow on probably for excessive celebration on that.
Yep, as soon as that jersey comes off, John, that's an instant yellow card.
So now, what does Kokomo have left in the tank? They've played so well up through this point. Have able to counter when they've gotten behind, able to take a lead. But entering the 5th minute here in the second half.
Yeah, don't let your heads get down. Keep up the pressure up top. FC Cincinnati has gotten a little bit more physical on you here in the second half.
We'll have a foul there.
And now it's...
And another yellow's coming out.
Yeah, now it's who can finish this second half with a little over, say, 5 to 7, depending on stoppage time.
And once again, just the time it takes for these set pieces to go.
Yeah, with these set pieces, John, I feel like we've lost about 10 minutes here in the second half just waiting on the ball to get back into play.
The one time that it wasn't was a goal for FC Cincinnati.
Absolutely.
So now we're ready to go. To the box. Headed out by Jonky. Now Vasquez looks ahead.
Cincinnati has numbers here.
It's Matthias into the middle. Cheek there. Able to clear. All the way to the outside. Now Zach Zorn.
And go.
They need to pressure. And McKendry kicks it out. It'll stay with Kokomo. Valuable seconds running out on each lost possession out of the pitch. Coach David Hoshaw once again on a full sprint to get that one back into play.
Good ball by Zach Zorn into the box. Unfortunately, just nobody there to help on the attacking side for Kokomo. Great
And
step.
Jacoby Boyer.
Great step there by Boyer. Slowing down the pace there for FC Cincinnati.
Boyer with the freshest legs on the pitch, but not known as much of an offensive player. He plays his back position very well. Now into the middle. Good stab by Stewart. Jonke's still with it. And we'll go the other way.
If you're Kokomo, you need to go quick here. And they do. Now push.
And
Great
there's
ball.
the ball. Larimore way out. Able to head it forward. And takes a shot.
it.
Will it get in? Just over the net.
Excellent.
Opportunity from Moncoyo.
Excellent awareness. Seeing that Larimore's off his line, just put a little too much on it. Unfortunately for Kokomo, but great awareness.
And you could hear the crowd reaction there. Everybody took a deep breath and just sailed high of the net.
Had that gone in, John, I think I would have been out there celebrating with the players. That was a fantastic strike.
Well, the heady awareness from Moncayo just to understand where Larimore was.
Absolutely.
And able to even get the touch on that ball to send it remotely close.
Well, he knew where Larimore was after Larimore headed that ball out. He knew he had time to get back to the net. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic awareness.
As we wind down here, I want to thank our outstanding ISC Sports Network crew. J.D. Arlen, our director, thank you so much for your help. And Daniel and Adam on the cameras. We knew all these great shots, the replays. I do want to wish the best to our director, J.D. Arlen, is that he's got a few more, my Brent, and I know you get a match with him, but this will be my final time to work with JD. We've done a lot in the past, and just a great, great guy. Fantastic at his job.
Yeah, I'm excited to have one more match with him.
Thanks, guys. And we're losing a good one, but the opportunity that he has in front of him is absolutely amazing.
Get the shot off.
Once you tried it, nothing there. Now Stewart. Here's Zorn with the right. Great save by Larimore, and McComber sends it over the bar.
Great opportunity.
What an
for Kokomo.
opportunity. Larimore with a great save to his left. And McComber was right there, the one who's been involved in both Kokomo goals. Sailed it high.
Zach Zorn, great opportunity. Larimore with the beautiful save. McComber just put it over the bar. Too much on it, but excellent opportunity there for Kokomo.
And just a few seconds left. Not sure how much time will be added. There should be quite a bit based on the time of the set pieces. A few down players here, but we'll see because it was quick in the first half, and that ball will go out of bounds.
It feels like we should have an extra 15 minutes there, John.
Going back to our director, JD, your grandpa's old-fashioned. Just put that in the old Google machine, and you'll see something amazing. And he's doing such a good job with it that he just needed more attention to it. Family run. And just so happy for him.
Yep. Yep, FC Cincinnati players taking their time.
I don't know really how hard Haroon Kanta went down there.
but you love to see what Kokomo has done tonight against a very talented team like FC Cincinnati Academy. Looks like.
And Brant, I hope for the sake of the organization, the coaches, the players, of how they look at this game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a huge.
They shouldn't go into it as saying, oh, no, it's our 8th loss of the season. We're having trouble get things going. The amount of positives, they go back and watch this broadcast and listen to us and see what we were able to see from our vantage point, what the coaches and the players really can't see. But to take so much from this match, and for the final 2 that they have this season, with the final one being at home, and we're so excited to be a part of that.
Yeah, seeing what they've done tonight, where they've come from at the start of the season to now, tonight, the effort, the energy, the passion that this team has, to see the way the community tonight has come out to show out for these guys has been great to see as well. Great step and block there for the Vipers.
This might be the final opportunity for Kokomo. Can they get the ball forward? Zach Zorn needs help. And that's going to go the other way. And we're going to have yellow here. And a yellow card issued to Coach Helton. There was a little John in between Jonky and Coach Helton there, so he's issued a yellow. My goodness.
Didn't see that on the bingo card tonight, John. But yeah, if you're the Kokomo Vipers organization right now, you are extremely excited about what you've seen tonight. It's been a very positive match, aside all the yellow cards. However, moving forward, this is a great team to come and watch. And like I said, the crowd has been in it tonight. The community is wrapping their arms around this team as well, and that's exciting to see. That's what you want to see if you're the Kokomo Vipers organization, and they're going to continue to build on that.
The best goal that FC Cincinnati put in the back of the net was that head ball on the set-piece corner.
But three set-piece goals.
But the other 2, the PK, and then that very awkward free kick opportunity in the first half, early in the first half, that caught everybody by surprise, even FC Cincinnati. We'll go the other way.
Zach Zorn goes fast. That's the second poor throw-in from FC Cincinnati tonight that the referee has called back. You don't really see many of those at this level of play, John.
Well, and a red card has been issued. It was just really a matter of time, Brant, before we were going to see that one, because I really can't name a player on the pitch that doesn't have a yellow at this point.
Yeah, and John, I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure every player on the pitch has at least a yellow card. So, it was, like you said, it was only a matter of time. The referee has certainly been busy tonight. And now it's, okay, Kokomo's a man up. But how much time do they have? That's the real question.
How much lead is in that Tonka Condra pencil? Lead ref's hand tonight. My goodness. Can they do anything being a man up now? It's a limited time. And we'll have a foul the other way.
Play fast if you're Kokomo. Play fast.
And they have limited opportunities. They just have to play and go. Send everybody up. And here we go.
Great ball.
RJ McCumber, can he win with speed? Stewart's out there, needs help. Cross in the middle. Head ball.
Yes! Kokomo Vipers make it even 3-3. And the Vipers play through it. Beautiful ball in by Joshua Stewart and an excellent finish. Excellent finish Vipers make it even 3-3. Oh my, no quitting this team, John.
When that ball was set on the free kick in the box on Kokomo's side, we said they had to go.
They did just
and
that.
Who did it get to his feet first was R.J. McCummer, created a play. Josh Stewart recovered, sent a beautiful, beautiful ball into the box. And my goodness, what a finish.
Incredible placement on the header to the corner. Now, if you're Kokomo, do not let up the goal. If you're Kokomo, you cannot let up the goal.
Throw when they just have to clear.
That's ball game.
And that is it.
The Vipers get their first point of the season tonight.
Just kind of want to let this one breathe for a little bit. Malik Smith coming out. But my goodness. And Brant, well, we heard your excitement. That's why I kind of peeled off a little bit. But the excitement you had, the crowd noise, owner Mike Putt in the box absolutely flew through the roof off of his seat on that goal. You could see the reaction from Coach Alex Ramos and Brendan Helton on the sideline.
And John,
in extra time in the second half on a beautiful soccer play.
And John, I hate to yell and scream the way I did on that goal, but I felt exactly what the players felt at that same moment. Everything that they've been through so far this season, to earn that first point it's a remarkable feeling, and you feel so much joy for this team and this organization.
To the fans,
absolutely,
to the players, to the coaches, to ownership, to the community of Kokomo.
Yeah,
you have a point.
Yeah.
How big that is.
That
Anybody
is
may
massive.
look at this through the UPSL and say it's 3-3. We've seen plenty of draws. For this team, for the fight that they showed to come back twice, went down, and in the final extra time in the second half on a beautiful cross from Josh Stewart, able to head in the back of the net to the left side, and Kokomo Vipers FC get their first point in franchise history. Brant, tell me about it.
Like I said, John, when they scored that goal, there has been absolutely no quit in this team. When they got down early, they came back and got a goal back. They took a lead. Even 2-2. FC Cincinnati goes ahead on a beautiful header goal to make it 3-2 with just a few ticks left on the clock. We said they had to push to finish this game out. They did just that, scoring with probably, 10 seconds left in the match before the referee blew his whistle. We're looking across the field now from the booth. The excitement on that Kokomo Vipers FC sideline is incredible to watch. And I can see the smile on your face right now, my friend. This means so much to us being part of this as well, and it's just so exciting to see for this club and what they can do moving forward.
On behalf of our director, JD, our camera crew, Daniel and Adam, my broadcast partner, Brant McCoskey, I'm John Natali, and our entire ISC Sports Network crew. It's hard to get it out because of the excitement. We are so happy that you got a chance to witness this. History was made tonight for Kokomo Vipers FC. Everybody have a wonderful evening. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a great evening, everybody.
Are you looking for the ultimate entertainment experience for your next gathering? Look no further than our multi-purpose indoor sports simulator here at Ralphie's Pizza and Golf. Whether you're hosting a birthday party, family gathering, office party, or any other get-together, our simulators offer endless fun and excitement for all ages. With a wide range of sports simulations and customizable options, make unforgettable memories, playing fun games and eating delicious pizza. Book now and get ready to elevate your next get-together with the ultimate sports entertainment experience at Ralphie's.
God, I'm so happy that we're all part of this.
so don't touch anything.
No, you're good. You can tear these down.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you on Saturday.
Appreciate you, Grant.
That's
exciting, man.
We'll see you soon.
Of course. That's exciting. Nice to meet you guys. All right. We're good to turn down, he said.